Joining us now to talk more about the bomb cyclone and the effect it's having on Dallas weather is our very own Mark Mathis. Good morning, sir. How are you? Hey, Jason, do you see a shirt?
Yeah, I did see that shirt. That's a nice shirt
Cowboys
you got going
and
there, Mark.
Whataburger. That's a Texas man for you.
Got a little cowboy swag on it for us, too. Let me tell you something, Jason. Remember that the very last game that Jimmy Johnson ever lost, you remember that game with, what's his name, that hit the football in the Thanksgiving Day game in the snow? What was his name? Got his name.
Leon Lett?
Yes, Leon Lett. Hit the ball in the snow. They lost the game. That was the last football game that the Cowboys, that Jimmy Johnson ever lost. It is my prediction, because that game was such a fluke the other day against Jacksonville, that it will be the last game that the Cowboys lose, Mike McCarthy ever loses as a Dallas Cowboy head coach. You might as well go ahead and buy your tickets to Glendale, Arizona.
I love the way he goes right to the elephant in the room to neutralize any talk about the loss in Jacksonville. Let's just drag it out. Take
Mark,
a look
I
at
wish
it.
you were here yesterday, because Jason sat down and he looked at me and he goes, well, are you going to ask the question? And I'm like, no. And he goes, how about them Cowboys?
Cowboys! Hey, we got a big one Saturday night. It's a must-win for us to get into the playoffs, Casey. So we got a must-win Saturday night. Y'all wanted to talk about the weather. The real morning to talk about. Is my coffee ready?
So demanding.
Oh. Anyway, my dad just said, hey, listen, you got to be quiet. We have neighbors. I'm like, okay, we're on television here.
Isn't it also 7 a.m. there? Everyone should be awake.
I know, 7 a.m. And they live in a neighborhood. They don't live in, like a retirement village or anything.
Well, we've been talking about this bomb cyclone and all the cold weather and bomb cyclone. You're in a T-shirt and shorts, dude.
I got shorts on.
I know. We thought it was cold.
It is 30 degrees.
Tomorrow.
Huh?
Tomorrow.
What's the temperature say right there?
28.
28 degrees outside right now. It's almost balmy. I'm almost starting to sweat a little bit. It's so hot. I could possibly take off my shirt, but I don't want the women to go crazy.
Please don't do that. It's 5 a.m., Mark. Too soon.
But tomorrow is going to be, and by the way, the term bomb cyclone is not a meteorological term. It may have come into the meteorological terminology over the last couple of years, but the first time that they did use bomb cyclone, it was not a meteorological term. I think probably now they've used it enough that they can classify it as a meteorological term, but it didn't used to be. But anyway, it's supposed to be cold. It's supposed to be in the single digits tomorrow. Here in Dallas about this time, about 8 degrees, 7 degrees, wind chill factors -4, -5, -8. But today it's only 28 degrees and it feels fantastic. I feel refreshed. I feel alive. I feel in shorts and my Dallas Cowboy. How do you like my swag? My little Dallas Cowboy swag.
I like your swag chain. Mark, what do people do when it gets to freezing temperatures in Dallas? I heard that people have to prepare their homes, wrap their pipes up to make sure that they don't freeze, and then what do people do?
Well, if you remember a couple of years ago, they had that big freeze thing where the whole power grid failed.
Yep.
And everybody was checking into hotels and everything like that. There's no ice associated with this. There's no snow associated with this. It's just going to be cold for about 24 hours, and that's going to be it. So everybody's just going to kind of hunker down for a day and just kind of, stay inside, I guess, for the better half of the day. But it is going to be cold. And, anytime you're temperature, no matter where you live, Dallas, Texas, or Minneapolis, Minnesota, if you get down to the single digits for daytime highs with your wind chills and the negative numbers, that's plenty cold. The Cowboys will be practicing indoors, but they practice indoors all the time, because they are the Dallas Cowboys. So again, it's going to be plenty cold tonight, plenty cold tomorrow morning, but as quickly as it cools down. It's going to warm back up as we head into this weekend as temperatures rebound into the 30s and the 40s for overnight lows, and daytime highs are going to be primarily in the 60s. By the way, you both look fantastic this morning. You both look just great. I can't wait to get back. And since I've been in town, I have done nothing but eat. And I'm supposed to go to Cabo in 2 weeks, so I may have to postpone that trip because the old not looking as good as it did. How were did? Oh wait, Christmas isn't until Sunday. I was going to say, how was your Christmas?
Yeah, Mark, we're almost there, but it's going to be beautiful here in San Diego. You're missing out.
Who's doing weather today? Diane?
Diane is with us.
Bring her on over there. Let me say hello.
She wants to know where her Whataburger shoes are.
Oh, I went to Whataburger. I got Whataburger stuff. You see my Whataburger hat right here. And but you know what? I go to the Rally House. You know where the Rally House is over there on Preston Road. Anyway, the Whataburger stuff is so expensive over there, and I can get it online for about $15 to $20 cheaper online than I can get it at the Rally House. So I think I'm going to get all of y'all's Whataburger stuff at online. By the way, how was I haven't spoken to either one of you since the toy thing at Don Pietro's. How was it? Did you have fun?
Oh, that was great.
We had a great night. It was awesome.
Was
So many people showed up. There was this one guy, Mark, that showed up with his car, and he said, Jason, Casey, come with me. And it was just filled with toys.
Big SUV.
To the brim. So it was really cool. It was such a special day. Thank you for letting us be a part of it, Mark.
Well, thank you guys so much for being a part of it. We had a great time at the 55-yard line. We had so many people. Just people kept showing up and showing up. They had so many people at McGregor's with Teresa and Logan. And so I haven't really had a chance to say thank you to all of San Diego for everything that they've done. I thanked everybody online and in emails and everything. But it blew away my expectations of what we could do at 3 different locations. And I just wanted to say thank you to both of you for everything that you did, and to everybody who was a part of it and brought toys. I can't thank you enough. And by the way, Camp Pendleton, Operation Homefront, had a event at Camp Pendleton where they took those toys, and this will bring a tear to your eye at 5 a.m. All the mothers and fathers who were in need of toys for Christmas came to this event and were able to receive toys that people had brought to McGregor's for the event. So it was really, really, really neat experience. But yeah, it's going to be cold here today, but it's supposed to get colder as we head through the day. Matter of fact, 4 o'clock this afternoon, we're supposed to have a wind chill here of 4 degrees at 4 o'clock this afternoon, and a temperature overnight tonight of 4 degrees with a wind chill of about -10. So,
you know what?
I'm outside. So it can't be that
shorts
cold.
and a
I'm in
t-shirt.
short sleeves and shorts.
He's crazy.
Well, what he needs, man, is you need a great big full-length mink coat and a fuzzy hat, because you are looking like a pimp right now. Just pimp
and
it.
some shades.
Casey, do you want one of these?
No, I like the t-shirt. I don't think I'll rock the swag chain you got there. I'll leave that to
man,
you.
it's
It's more your style.
Everybody's wearing them.
You know what?
Sure.
If that was my shirt, right above the star, it would say, anyone but.
Whatever, Jason. Mark, who's with you right now? Who are you demanding coffee from?
I wasn't demanding coffee. I was just wondering if it was ready. This is my dad. Y'all want to see him?
Oh, we
Sure.
love your
yeah,
dad.
Yeah, bring him out.
Come on over here. He's working the morning robe. Hello. How are you?
Look at
Good
that.
morning.
Here.
Oh, that man, you need an ascot to go with that look.
Let me clarify something for you folks in San Diego. Mark said that he had been here, had been warm, and he'd been eating. The first 48 hours he was at our house, he slept 37 of them. His average sleep per night since he's been here has been 12 hours plus. He has done nothing but sleep, get up, get some nourishment, and go back to bed. That's it. So don't let him kid you, but he's been doing it.
I believe it. When I called Mark yesterday, he's like, Casey, 7 a.m. I'm like, that's sleeping in for us.
Right?
And he's like, not for me. I've done nothing but eat Whataburger and sleep.
If there was a way, there's no way to store up sleep. But if there's a way to store up sleep, he would be good until next July. Let me tell you.
Hibernating.
I've been eating well, though. We've been to some great restaurants, and we went to Whataburger yesterday, and I think we finally solved the problem on who's better, In-N-Out or Whataburger. And, of course, it was Whataburger.
Yeah, I saw that debate on social media. Loved it, Mark. You're making friends everywhere you go.
That's always quite the debate. Hey, ask Diane if she can call up the current temperature in Dallas, Texas right now.
What's the current temperature in Dallas, Texas, Diane?
She's looking.
She's looking. 24.
44.
44.
That's about right. That's about what Dad's thermometer says out here.
That's about what we are here, isn't it?
45?
Yeah, we're about the same.
You guys in the studio, you guys are probably at about 78 right now.
Well, no, because you're not here.
Did you hear our conversation at the beginning of the show, Mark?
Oh, about how I adjust the thermostat when I come in.
Yeah.
And since you're not here, it's actually warm in the studio.
And then you say you don't, but you do.
Cheers and Merry Christmas to you all.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
I think he's getting a little cold. Anyway, all right, I'll be back on Monday, and I will bring you guys all of your Christmas presents.
All right, Diane wants her Whataburger shoes. I wanted a Whataburger T-shirt.
I just
Jason,
want a
what'd you ask
Whataburger.
for? A cowboy shirt?
A burger. I've never had a Whataburger.
Oh, we've got to get this man out to Texas.
That's going to be hard to bring on the flight.
Yeah, I hear you.
Especially because someone might eat it. They've got
Hey,
Whataburger in the airport.
Going on in San Diego.
They need a Whataburger in San Diego. Do they have In-N-Out in Dallas?
Oh, yeah, they got a bunch of them. They built them a few years ago. And when they built them a few years ago, there were lines, like 4 and 5 hour waits to get Whataburgers, which I thought was kind of, to get In-N-Out burgers, I'm sorry. But there were like huge lines.
Wow.
And it's the same as they are in San Diego. So,
yeah.
But yeah, it'll be cold tomorrow. I won't be outside tomorrow. I'll be inside tomorrow with a temperature of 4 degrees and a wind chill of -8.
Wow.
But it's only going to last today. We'll be all right.
But no snow, right? No snow, you said?
Snow's to the north. Snow and ice is all to the north. So
How often,
it's just going to be cold.
How often did your folks get snow at their house?
How often y'all get? We don't get snow. You get snow maybe once or twice a year, and it'll last about a day, maybe.
Okay.
If you get it all, usually comes in February, January, February, and that'll be about it.
Huh.
And
All right.
you know what happens here is it ices a lot.
Really?
We'll get a little rain, and then it gets cold, and then the streets get slick, and then it's just but it ices a lot in January and also February. Late December, January, February. Doesn't snow very much, though.
What are y'all doing on Christmas Day, Mark?
We're having really more of a Christmas Eve. We're going to go over to my sister's house, who lives kind of a little bit further south from here, and then we're going to have my 2 nieces and nephew. They all have 1 to 2 kids, and then my little sister's, her 3 kids are in town too. They're all in college, and so we're all going to go over there Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day. We're going to have lunch over at Michelle's, and then then I have to catch a flight back to San Diego because I'll be back with you guys next week. Are all you guys working next week?
Oh, yeah.
We'll be here. Waiting for
Hey,
you,
Paul
Mark.
coming back tomorrow? Is Paul coming back? I heard somebody say he's coming back on a Friday.
Apparently he's supposed to be back tomorrow, but with this bomb cyclone, if he's coming from Europe, he's going to have to go through that, depending on where he's connecting from. So he might be delayed. Who knows?
Well, I thought he was supposed to already be back in town like today, but he may be delayed.
Maybe he is. Today's probably the travel day for him if he's going to be back tomorrow. So,
well, if he's going to if he has a layover anywhere up north, he's going to have a long layover.
Yeah.
Because it is so up north.
Okay, 1:25 Saturday afternoon, our time, which is 3:25 your time. The 13-1 Philadelphia Eagles come into Jerry World to play the 10-4 Cowboys.
You know, that's going to be a tough game for us.
That's the game of the week right there.
During a rivalry game, anything can happen.
Yep.
And you know what? Cowboys, it's a must-win game. Eagles could care less. They're already in the playoffs. The Cowboys got this case. I believe in us.
So do I, Mark. You better not take that necklace off.
I'm not. I'm not taking it off until after we win the Super Bowl in Glendale, Arizona.
You're going to look awfully funny at the weather wall.
It wouldn't be his worst outfit.
Oh, not by a long shot. Are you kidding?
Wear that swag chain with the leather purple jacket.
The purple leather jacket and the brown pinstripe pants and the white tennis shoes.
It would match
I want to
perfectly.
get one of those things Joe Namath used to wear, those that fur jacket that he wore on the sideline.
Yep, that's what you need with that chain.
I know.
Perfect.
God, how cool would I look?
Like,
So cool.
you know, speaking of Cowboys, do you remember back when Michael Irvin, they called him the playmaker, but he got in all that legal problem, so then they changed it to the plea maker. And he goes to court in Dallas in summertime in a full-length mink coat and sunglasses. It's like,
It's amazing.
what better way to signal to the judge that you really are repentant for whatever you did?
Well, it's kind of like that old joke. What do you call a Dallas Cow? What do you say to a Dallas Cowboy in a three-piece suit?
What's that?
Will the defendant please rise?
There you go. How many Dallas Cowboys does it take to change a tire?
How many?
A flat tire. Just one. Unless it's a blowout, then the whole team shows up.
Oh, Jason.
Well, we got it this Sunday, and then we're in the playoffs. Then anything can happen in the playoffs.
That's true.
So,
That's true.
Playoffs.
No doubt. Playoffs. All
we're
right.
gonna go to Whataburger, go get some breakfast. You guys have a great show. I will
Thank
see
you.
you back
Go get yourself
studio
a
on
honey
Monday.
butter chicken biscuit, Mark.
Honey bun chicken biscuit. I'll bring you one of those.
Honey butter.
Honey butter chicken biscuit.
That sounds good.
It is.
All right. Hey, thanks, Mark.
Mark,
Enjoy
thank
your
you.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks for your time. Tell your dad we said hi again.
I will. Merry Christmas.
All right. Thanks, Mark.
Bye.